Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another movie review, excuse me. I just recently saw The Do-Over starring David Spade and Adam Sandler. Of course, Adam Sandler produced it. Happy Madison Productions. But this one was released on Netflix. I miss the old days when he was with the old gang from SNL when it was actually good. But, I'll take this too. There were some moments on screen that make me want to bleach my eyes. I won't mention what they are, but they will most likely forever scar my memory. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not even going to think about it, but Do-Over is a really funny film. It's absolutely hilarious. It's not for children because there's a ton of swearing, and of course there are some elements in it that I wouldn't recommend for people who are, unless they're old enough, or if they're very mature children and very precocious and you explain to them the talk, of course. Yeah, that'd be important, but it might be a little bit awkward. Yeah, I can see that getting really awkward really fast. Anyways, it's a story of this guy. He works in a bank that's inside of a store, and I was thinking, yeah, I can relate. David's character, Charlie, is passive aggressive. He's the type that wants to please everybody, and he's existing. He's not really living. And then, of course, Max comes into his life again from the time that they were in high school, and he introduces him to something that he never thought would come his way. And his whole life is literally turned upon its ear. And there are lots of really good twists and turns in this comedy. Of course, there's some romance involved too, but it's your typical Adam Sandler comedy. It's absolutely hysterical. And there are lines in it that I'm still quoting now. And I watched it with my friend, and he absolutely loved it. But like I said, there were some moments that made me want to go, why? My eyes, they're forever burned. Can I look now? Oh God. Oh. Ugh. But yeah, it was absolutely sensational. As far as Adam's films go, I would definitely give it my top. It's among one of the best ones he's done. And there are actually some very sad moments in the film as well, due to the context of what's happening to his character. I won't say what it is, but it's an extremely integral plot point. And the timing and all of the lines in and of themselves is something of God tier level, and I'm very impressed by it. So 2 thumbs way up for me. I would definitely say, because of, I mean, some of the twists I wasn't even, there was one twist that I did not even see coming, and this is somebody, you're talking to a person who has seen many films and read a ton of books, and I know when a twist is coming. I can feel it, and I just have a sense, oh, that something isn't entirely right with the scene, and there's something that's going terribly wrong, and somebody's up to something. But in this one, we never got that. So I definitely give it 5 out of 5 because I really feel that Adam and David work they have that chemistry. We've known this forever. We've known this since the days of SNL, that they're dynamic and the way that they work. Same thing with Chris Rock. And The Year of is actually coming out. It's going to come out on the 29th, and I'm really looking forward to it. I thought, oh, yay! And of course, the Miasevitz Chronicles, I'm going to be watching Sandy Wexler was the other one, and then the Mekovitz, or it's either Mekovitz or Mouskowitz. I can't remember. It's a name that starts with M. And I'm not certain if this is based on a true story or not, but I really enjoy getting into true tales because I love documentaries, and that's why I got into Rotten when it was on Netflix, and how I was so intrigued with it and why it really aggravated me. But Do-Over, I feel, has a lot of honesty in it, and it's unconventional in the way that it's portrayed, and it just shows Big Pharma at its absolute worst, and the fact that they're just a bunch of greedy bastards. Sorry, I'd say that. I mean, they have done some good, but for the most part, they're all about capitalism, and it's all about earning that, and it doesn't matter if people are really in need of something, but it's really sensationally done. And it also shows just how the friends work together, and they bring out the best in each other. It's just such a beautiful message. But there are a lot of moments that just absolutely made me laugh to the point where I thought my sides were gonna crack. That's how good this was. And I really want to meet Mr. Sandler because, like Rob Schneider, I have a lot of comedians that I find extremely, just absolutely brilliant, and I aspire to write such things that will be remembered long after I depart from this earthly plane. But words do last longer on the physical than they do in the heavenly. But so long as you're remembered, I think that's that's the important thing. But anyways, 5 stars, hands down, 2 thumbs way up. I would recommend it to anybody who's a big Adam fan. If you like Adam with David, then definitely see it because it's well worth it. Granted, you might be scarred a little bit after you see it, but it's okay. I mean, it's a little, actually, I shouldn't say it's a little, it's really bawdy, and there are moments that make you feel like you want to puke, but yeah, it's a Sandler film, so what do you expect? And of course, he breaks the fourth wall. And I actually learned where the phrase breaking the fourth wall comes from. And it is in a book that I read by Nell Scovell. And she wrote for a great many number of different television shows. And she wrote for one particular show. It was a sitcom. Can't remember the name of it right now. Forgive me. But in this particular sitcom, the main character was living in a 3-story condo. And when he was sitting, he was actually facing the fourth wall of the condo in and of itself, which would be the audience. I thought, oh, so it comes from the world of television and media. That makes sense. And I adored that wall break. It was just so overt that everybody would have noticed it. But there were so many different funny things in this film that I thought were absolutely brilliant. Like, one of my favorite lines is, "We're in a Rubik's Cube of crap, but I've got all the right moves." I thought, oh, that's smooth. Dang. And I thought, yeah, you go, you show him. And then David's character, Charlie, he becomes more assertive and more powerful and more macho as a man, and is able to fend for himself. Before he just let people walk all over him like a doormat, and I thought, ugh. It's just, to me, it's just such a great moral lesson and a good example of what you can do, what you're capable of, and how friendship actually brings this out in people, and is so endearing. I think very, very, very uplifting, and I thought there were a lot of good morals and values in it, despite the fact that it had a lot of questionable scenes. That I thought, this almost feels like porn. But yeah, if you've seen it, you understand how I feel that way. But nonetheless, it's an outstanding film. It's sensationally written, and the shots of the panorama and where they go in the duration of the movie. I'm not going to say where because it's a plot point and mum's the word. Beyond that, I just have to say that I'm glad I saw it, and I hope I get to see the week of. It's not called the year of, it's called the week of. And that one looks really good. So looking forward to that, and looking forward to the other Adam Sandler films and the series. And I'm going to be doing reviews of those as soon as I can. And I'm still in the process of watching Twin Peaks. I have been writing about how I'm a Heyoka, and actually a empathic Heyoka and shaman. Beyond that, I really don't know what to say other than thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate all your support. And please like and please subscribe. I mean, if you're not a magician by now, but if you are, you know my work. So, and hopefully we can continue being light workers and make this planet a better place one step at a time. Because I do believe that we're on our way to evolving and transcending and just becoming our best versions, like Michael F. Waters likes to say. So, until next time, live long, prosper. Ciao, tutti.